J here, once again with a harbour bridge behind me, and it was built to link Sydney with North Sydney. The reason why it was constructed is that the residents of North Sydney were extremely wealthy, very, very powerful, rich people, and the people that lived in Sydney were jealous of them, and they were very upset that the North Sydney residents kept thumbing their noses at the people of Sydney, because they always looked down on the people of Sydney due to their lack of a financial status. So with great determination, the people of Sydney got this bridge built just so they could go over and beat up all those rich folks, beat them to a pulp. And the system works because ever since the bridge opened, at least 57 rich residents of North Sydney get beaten up every day. Because, I mean, Sydney's just not going to take it anymore. They don't want to be looked down upon. It's a beautiful city. They deserve respect. So naturally, they're going to go up and beat up people in the rich, wealthy suburbs of North Sydney. That's the story behind the bridge. As a matter of fact, I think you can see a mob going across there right now. Because some rich guy over there is thumbing his nose at them. Once again, they don't learn their lesson. It's a terrible thing that they don't learn their lesson, to stop thumbing their noses at Sydney. Really, I just love being rich so I can travel to exciting places like this. Standing right here in front of the Sydney Opera House, which looks like, well, people interpret it in different ways. Some people say it looks like UFOs, nuclear power plants, sailing ships, eggshells. Who knows? I think it looks like a big platypus back there. That's what platypus animals look like.
I think it looks like an opera house.
An opera house? How dare you? I hope you enjoy this. Take a look at this structure. Take a look behind me over here. This is a very elaborate, complicated building. So over here what you have is the opera singers that irritate people 10 times more than Michael Bolton. And then over here you have opera singers who perform that irritate people 10 times more than Barry Manilow. So opera tends to irritate people. And they just wanted to keep the Michael Bolton type people and the Barry Manilow type people separated. And that's what they gauge, that amount of irritation you feel. Well, if you want to go to that type of opera and look like you're all hoity-toity and part of the elitist, well, fine, probably the people from North Sydney, the ultra-wealthy snobs, they go to those things all the time. But the people here in Sydney, they gather the kangaroos around and spit on them when they leave the opera. So it's kind of a big thing to have your umbrella with you when you leave. Because, you know, it's just a thing that makes you look stuck up to go to the opera. But it's good they have the building. I think it's a beautiful building, don't you? I think so. Here I am at the backside of the Sydney Opera House. Now here at the backside, from this vantage point, we are forced to smell all of the incredibly smelly gaseous emissions that the Opera House releases. It's like an exhaust pipe or something. All the fumes and horrible odors inside the Opera House all get pumped right out the backside. That's right, just like people, buildings fart. So what happens is the system inside the Opera House collects all of the gaseous emissions of the people inside and releases it all in one fell swoop. And so I need to get out of here before I faint from the odor. So, oh, here it comes. I can hear it coming. All right, I'm moving out of here. Oh, God, they smell terrible. Here we are on top of the pylon tower of Harbour Bridge, and it's one of the ultimate views of the skyline of Sydney. Just take a look at that. Now, as you might have noticed, they're all driving on the wrong side of the street. It's just amazing that there aren't more accidents down there on the deck of the bridge. But everyone must be in a hurry to get somewhere, so they're going in the passing lanes all at once. It's a strange phenomenon. But I'm enjoying the view very much from up here, and I hope you are too. And just remember, there should be some more gangs of people running across the bridge anytime to go beat up some more North Sydney citizens. It's real fun to see it from up here, to look down on it. You can even wave to the rich guys he's getting all beaten up, just for fun.
Sir, are you a rich guy from North Sydney?
No, I'm from Detroit. No. There it is, the city skyline behind us, the Sydney city skyline. Here we are in a section of Sydney called Darling Harbour. It's a really exciting touristy place. The gigantic IMAX theater is over that direction, and Chinatown is down there too. You can see one of my new buildings going up that the P.A.Rody Empire is constructing, and adding to the already huge skyline of Sydney. So it's a really good view from here, and I just wanted to show it to you before I go in and set up some new deals for some of the new Rody Mart convenience stores. This has so many tourists here from all over the world. I want to make sure the Rody Mart convenience stores take full advantage of that. And the IMAX theater over there is probably going to show the Rody Mart convenience store saga, the history of the Rody Mart convenience store on an IMAX-sized film screen. So that's part of the deal too. All here at Darling Harbour in Sydney. And now we are in a famous, beautiful, old historical building converted into a giant shopping mall right in downtown Sydney. And of course I'm going to be opening up several Rody Mart megaplexes. I'm going to transform some of the beautiful, quaint shops into movie theaters showing only movies about the P.A.Rody life story. So they'll be learning all about P.A.Rody by going to my movies and buying the Slurpees at the Rody Marts, and it's a beautiful sight to see Australia becoming Rody-ized. No one gives me orders. No one gives me orders. I'm P.A. No one gives me orders.